Always a great moment to see these fighters realize their wins and their dream of fighting. All right, here we go. A Forge Muay Thai product trained under Coach Keegan Hornstra. Seth Dalton versus Victor Elizondo.
Slight height advantage for Victor. However, the reach going to Dalton.
5-inch reach advantage for Seth Dalton.
170-pound weight class. First, fighting out of the blue corner, let's hear it for Victor Elizondo.
All right, here we go. Victor Elizondo. All right, so here's what impresses me about this guy. They were considering shaving his head to get that last pound off. I said we were not shaving that mop. That curl, that beautiful head of hair does not get shaved. He was outside. He took so the fight would have been fine. It wouldn't have been affected had he missed weight by a pound. He made the choice to go back out and cut that extra pound. This is a true professional. This is a guy that we're going to see now. All right, your mindset is there to be a true professional, but is the heart and the determination there? Is this guy a fighter at his core? We will answer those questions here momentarily.
Yeah, so outside of being a Muay Thai fighter, he's also a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu blue belt, so don't be surprised if we see him doing MMA here in the near future.
What really interests me that jumped off this page, Ronnie, this guy was a soccer player. Played soccer before training martial arts.
Those kicks?
You know who else was a soccer player and was great with leg kicks? One Jose Aldo.
That's right.
So let's see if maybe that factors in here, if those soccer kicks to the thigh, to the leg, anywhere are a factor. Greased up here, ready to go. Referee in charge of this contest will be JP Zuniga.
That's a big welterweight, my goodness.
Dude, he is freaking huge. He cut all the weight. He got it off. He looked good doing it, man. It wasn't like that extra pound. Like I told him, like I know you can get that out of me.
Fighting out of the red corner, Seth Dalton.
All right, let's see. Does he have Keegan Hornstra in the corner? It does not look like it. Keegan downstairs getting ready for the main event. World title fight here. Seth Dalton in the Forge gear, ready to go. Seth Dalton, a lot of questions here. Let's see what goes on. The Forge, kind of a newer facility in its own right. Headed up by small glove Muay Thai world champ Keegan Hornstra. You see Adina Hornstra there as well. Guess we're not doing a lap around the cage.
Let's get right to business.
Mouthpiece going in. I don't have any information on this guy, folks, or else I could tell you a little bit of a story. I could tell you he comes out of a very savage facility there in the Forge. It's a guy that is as calm as possible, getting greased up. Sometimes you see a little bit of nerves there. Not even the slightest here for Seth Dalton. It's a guy that has Keegan Hornstra beating the living piss out of him every day. So
again, as far as welterweights go, we've got somebody who is a little bit taller. He definitely got a little bit of reach on him. 75-inch reach is definitely going to serve him well. We're going to see if he establishes his jab right off the bat and tries to keep Victor outside of that.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, this matchup is brought to you by Comfort Inn and Suites. First, fighting out of the blue corner, let's hear it for Victor Elizondo. And his opponent fighting out of the red corner, let's hear it for Seth Dalton. Your official for this Muay Thai match is Mr. Jean-Paul Zuniga.
Hate to be a ball buster, Tom, but this bout is actually brought to you by the Air It Out podcast with JD Green, covering everything going on here in central Vermont. Head on over to the socials for Air It Out for more information.
All right, here we go. Already we're seeing a really high guard coming out from Dalton, going high and low, mixing it up already.
A lot more of, ooh, oh, he caught him with both of those.
We're seeing guys who are very willing to stay in pocket and throw.
As you can see that even as Elizondo was out of that range, or he thought he was still eating those shots, that 5-inch reach advantage.
Beautiful knees.
Very
Just
nice
feeding
clinch
them
work.
to him.
Very nice clinch work right now. Seeing Elizondo trying to use that hip to push him away.
Yep.
But nice trip. Good
Look for
setup.
that sweep a couple knees ago. It was a nice setup.
Back in the clinch again. He's throwing some uppercuts, but those knees look like they're going to.
Oh, another
toss.
trip.
Gamma does seem to weigh sweeps heavy, so let's see. Oh, if Seth Dalton.
See another one if he keeps going like that.
Elizondo just pouring it on here. These knees to the body, really taking out that gas tank so far of Seth Dalton. How do you deal with those?
Victor hanging on the back of his neck is also going to take a lot of gas out of him because if he's trying to do that and you can't see the strikes coming, that's going. That's standing it right there. Follow that up with a nice flurry. Well done.
So, as you asked before, how do you deal with those? So, you saw him sweep. Nope, back at it.
Elizondo right back at it, trying to weigh on Dalton, trying to keep him back.
Oh, that
Good
right
knee to the
hand.
breadbasket. Elizondo really trying to pour it on now, keeping him against the cage, going to the body. He's mixing it up really well, changing the levels, and then staying right on that clinch, not giving him a second to breathe.
It seems like Victor's just fighting the perfect fight for himself right now.
And Dalton is wearing all of that punishment on his face and body.
You hear Adina Hornstreit in that forge corner calling for the fighter to keep your distance. He really does need to work at range because once he gets in the pocket, Victor Elizondo is having his way.
Absolutely.
All right, let's take a look at that sweep here again that we were talking about, Ronnie. Talk us through this.
So, as the knees come up, you asked earlier how would you do something about it. Well, you can time them throwing a knee with a foot sweep. You use their upward momentum to sweep out their bottom foot, and that's how you score a sweep off of somebody's knee exchange.
And you see more of those devastating knees.
You notice that in the clinch, Elizondo's using his lead arm to almost establish like a little bone shield in front of Dalton's collarbone, and that's preventing Dalton from really kind of getting in the inside of that. So even though Dalton has the reach on Elizondo, it doesn't really matter inside that clinch, and that is allowing Elizondo to throw those knees without impunity at the moment.
A really good read there by the Triple C himself, the first ever 3-division champ here in the U.S. Northeast in combat sports, Corey Norman.
Man, I'm glad I'm not on camera. You're making me blush.
No smoke to be blown here, brother. These are straight facts.
All right, round 2 of this awesome fight.
All right, let's go.
Let's see if Elizondo's able to maintain control of that clinch or if Dalton's going to answer for it. Seems like he's trying a little bit more lateral movement.
Definitely, but that that right hand looks like it really is not favored.
Nice little kick.
Elizondo's establishing himself in the center of that cage, not really letting Dalton move. And getting backed up right in front of his gents. Again, following through those knees.
The knee almost landed right to the face.
Oh, follow through. Knee and then combo. Knee and then combo.
Almost a sweep there. The pin in that cage door really getting his work out today, man. Exchanging knees here. You see Seth Dalton brings that arm down to protect that body.
We're seeing a lot of deep breaths out of Dalton right now.
He's ate like 400 knees. Definitely would have killed a lesser man here already. Seth Dalton showing us what he's truly made of.
We're seeing a little bit less crisp combination coming out of Elizondo right now. Maintaining that clinch can definitely swell those shoulders up, make it a little bit more difficult. We got to see if Dalton can take advantage of that.
Seth Dalton really needs to get back in the center of this cage and start to work his strengths at distance.
Good outside kick. Finding a home for that now. Seeing Elizondo slowing down a little bit.
Seth Dalton really trying to figure out an answer here for Victor Elizondo as he eats some more knees.
Dalton's going to fire back while he's in that clinch, or he's going to disengage completely and get his back off of that cage.
So many knees to the body. It's giving me blood farts. Ladies and gentlemen, that is just absolutely devastating.
Jesus.
All right, here we go for the third and final round, ladies and gentlemen. Let's take a look at some replays here shortly. These replays. This replay brought to you by STF Media, the best damn production company on this side of Mississippi. More of those knees, man. That has just been the story of this fight. Like, if you were to give a synopsis and some, cliff notes, it would just be, holy crap, look at the knees.
Knees to the body. And we see actually Elizondo in the corner trying to get those arms above his head, trying to get the blood to kind of come out of that, because I guarantee you, his forearms, his shoulders, everything is kind of swollen right now from trying to maintain that clinch. That's some good cornering over there for the fighter.
You can tell that, like I said about Keegan Hornster earlier, he's really adapted this like Muay Thai, kickboxing, hybrid style. And you can see it here with the way he instructs his guys, very hybrid style. They kind of try to take every look they can, but it looks like Victor Elizondo has really prepared for that well. This is a guy that's fighting, like I said, a damn near perfect fight for himself.
And though Elizondo has been tagged a few different times, Dalton is wearing the story of this fight on his back, showing that pressure against the cage right now.
Ooh, there's a nice kick to start off. We're going to trade these back and forth. This is going to be the thing now. Seth Dalton knows he's potentially down 2 rounds here. Let's see if he can.
Elizondo again establishing that range inside of the center of the cage.
Elizondo starting to play around here a little bit. You're going to want to be careful. You don't want to underestimate any of these guys from the Forge. He had that chin straight up there for a second. I don't know if the confidence is getting to him a little too much, but you might want to stay composed here.
Stay to the game plan. Although again, the game plan now seems to have shifted, trying to go to the lower bit of the body.
Good call from Adina Hornster, seeing the lead hand low of Elizondo. Let's see if her fighter can capitalize on that as we've got about halfway through round number 3 here.
Elizondo's just got such long limbs that he can hit you from awkward places you don't think he can.
And those leg kicks are starting to hamper the movement of Dalton right now as well.
Look how red that lead leg is. Another kick landing right there to that thigh of Seth Dalton. Seth needs to keep doing more of that, just ripping these combinations.
So far, a much better round for Dalton as well.
Yeah, but we've got 40 seconds left. He really has to just leave it all out here if he wants to leave with that win.
Both fighters in the home stretch right now.
Elizondo's just walking forward, really not offering much in terms of offense. I think you're right there on burning out those arms. Let's see if Seth Dalton, Seth Dalton really trying to come back. He's got 10 seconds left. He needs to really do this here. All right, folks, this potentially on track for Victor Elizondo unanimous decision. See how those judges scored it, man. A lot of great things here for Victor Elizondo. All right, let's take a look here at the end of that 3rd round.
You see Dalton firing a lot with those haymakers, trying to get a stoppage. Wasn't able to put enough into it.
He turned that up to 11. He was not playing here.
Elizondo's game plan was able to keep him out, keep him safe, and most likely walk away with the W. Wait for the judges. Good show of sportsmanship.
Yeah, you really saw that Elizondo could stay on the end of Dalton's range and just kind of hang out there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we go to our judges' scorecards. And all 3 judges scored this bout by way of unanimous decision, fighting out of the blue corner, Victor Elizondo!
Post-fight celebration in the cage. Good God, don't suplex her.
Oh my, could you imagine at the end of a tie match, just suplexing everyone?
You can hope.
Yeah, right? Little photo op, you know. As the kids say these days, no pick, no proof.
Gotta get it for the gram.
They did not have to cut the extra pound yesterday. Went out and cut the extra pound. This is a true professional. Let's give him a round of applause.
Ben is right. That hair's looking immaculate.
Yeah.
It's a cell phone, Doc. You got a PhD. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with your winner, Victor Elizondo. Man, that was just about a perfect performance from you. How do you feel?
I feel good. I feel alright. A bit better. I definitely sold on the third. It's just, you know, outside stuff. I've been to kind of myself for others around, but I locked in the last week or two and I just squeeze out. But I hope it was worth money for you guys, you know? You guys paid for this, so I hope I give you all a shot.
We almost considered cutting his beautiful head of hair for this fight, man. How close were you to doing that to make that last pound?
Brother, if I didn't lose that last pound yesterday, I would have been like, hey, I got clippers in the back. Scissors in it.
More beautiful bald version of me we would have had here. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Victor Elizondo.
That is my world. They ain't try me yet. Get your mind blown. When they throw shade, that's when I glow. I'm so ahead of y'all, that's a different time zone.